Hi everyone. Good morning. So my session actually in the morning. Then I changed in the afternoon. So hopefully I can still wake you up after coffee break. Then thank you for a very nice introduction, Father Shah. And I would like to giving applause also for Father JP. You mentioned about your work. I'm very amazed that actually PDOs can actually do their own work and fundraise $3 million that comes from the community. It helps actually from the funders' perspective, it makes different. So I think give you applause for Father JP. And I'm sure it's not Father Jeppy, also Father Alwyn, and also Father Allen, and also Father Ray. They those are a very quite example of thought leaders that's coming from the PDOs, from the nonprofit that can positioning themselves equal the same positions with funders. The way that is not only asking for the support, but on how to complementing the effort, to give the additional, support to make sure the initiative actually sustainable in the future. Why actually I'm trying to, build the confidence of this nonprofit, of these PDOs to be in equal positions, because at some point AVPN as a social investors network, like Father Star mentions, we are the largest social investor network in Asia. We have 600 members. Next slide, please. So I think it's the wrong slide. It's okay. So we have 600 members across 635 countries. We are coming from big venture capitals, foundations, corporations, and also universities, and also government related. Those are our stakeholders who want to do social impact in Asia. So the capacity of the social investors, actually, they have to have the skills to providing the grants, equity or loan, or non-financial support, access to network, legal advice, then this is the continuum of capital that we providing to supporting the social impact in Asia. So myself, actually, I cover the Southeast Asia market. In AVPN network, we divided by 5 regional market, which is West Asia cover, UAE regions, and also North Asia, China, Japan, Korea, and also South Asia, Bangladesh, India, Peru, and also global market, which is covered for United States, European countries, Australia, and etc. So if there's in the morning, Glenda mentions about how you actually to be part of the network, then at some point, you part of the network that actually only coming from one actually specific background. Like I also part of the CADIN, which is the business chambers. Most of the organization is actually coming from the corporate side only. But in AVPN, we providing the avenue for all diverse stakeholders to learn from one to another. This is only a snapshot who are our members is. So Temasek, Lenovo, MacArthur Foundation, and etc. So like Father JP mentions, okay, so I think it's not only about talking about grants, right? On how to leveraging the grants, because the crucial of the philanthropic capital actually to helping the bottom of the pyramids, right? the way that you providing to supporting the ideas that actually coming from the bottom pyramids. Because once the impact investors comes in, there is intentional return of investment as well. So the risk, probably even the highest risk actually from the bottom of the pyramids. So if the philanthropic actually can collaborate from the impact investing perspective, it will be creating a multiple impact to the society. So next slide. So this is, I just want to also share about what is the exciting development of what happening in Asia Pacific. So Asia Pacific for the personal wealth is projected, is actually raised by impressive 7.8% from the personal wealth. So if you are talking in actually in Philippines, like I talking with Dr. Glenda, 160, 170 PDOs can raise how much, Dr. Glenda? Yeah, 18, 15 million US dollar. So it's only from 160 PDOs. Yeah. 20 only. Wealth, philanthropies that's coming from the communities. So I actually talking with Nicole. Nicole, can you give me the data of the top 10 of the PDOs? And then the Father JP, Father Allen, like 2 million US dollars. So can you imagine that there's the impressive 7.8 of raise of personal wealth in across Asia Pacific. So it means even like far exceeding the global average. So we only talking about the 20, but how big the Asia Pacific is. And then this translate that there's abundance of pool of potential philanthropies across regions, right? And in fact, actually, Asia now become the largest populations of the ultra high net worth individuals. Then the growth of this actually present the tremendous opportunity. So with the growing population, of course, and in Asia, there is a pressing social issues, right? So the questions, how can actually we ensure this will translate to the impactful social change, correct? So how? So with this 7.8%, how we translate to this very impactful social change? How actually traditionally, actually AVPN, philanthropy has play a very vital role in addressing social issue, as like I mentioned, especially in the bottom of the pyramids, right? So I think with all the Asia growing populations, there's increasing social challenges as well. So I think based on the report from one of the AVPN members as well, is that the predicted there's 168,000 in Asia Pacific, actually also lead by in the Southeast Asia regions. And can you imagine if like 2% that actually from the GDP of in Asia donated is triggering around 587 billion US dollar will be available for social good. So this is like Father Gerald mentioned, this is a game changer, right? On how we tackle this opportunity in regions. But the thing that we need to also have the confidence from our side to be equal with the funders, to presenting our capacity, our capability to be the same positions with funders, right? Because we have the skill like Father JP mentions, 2 million US, we have the skills to actually do our work with or without funders, right? But then this is very game changer. So if you think that with 587 billion US dollars, it means that 40% of additional fund needed to achieve the UN sustainable goal in Asia Pacific is already. Then back to Professor Father Star mentions about how to addressing the effectiveness of the capital, right? So the questions actually, the two issues that need to be addressed. I think the first one, actually, the quantum of capital flowing towards the impact. And second, actually, the effectiveness of the capital. So in terms of quantum, actually, Asia has only 1/3 of the social investor. 1/3. So it means compared to the United States, compared to European countries, which have 6 times of populations. So basically, while people actually now do like give, donate, they're giving actually sometimes in Asia is lack structure. So just giving donations, like ad hoc. So it's not structured. So it means that the giving, we need to also learn, like this avenue, like this mentions about the capacity building is good for us to understand on how to learn to be more strategic in terms of delivering the result. So how actually the philanthropists can support the initiative on the ground is more in a strategic way. So I think at the same time, there's a need to be more inclusive and also equitable approach, right? So the philanthropy, how to be the voices of the beneficiaries, to listen about what is the issue underground, how you understand on delivering and communicating with the social investors as well. So I think the power of collaborative philanthropy, there is the thing that you've ever felt that is that the philanthropic effort also have you ever imagined that your effort as a philanthropist can be even multiply the impact if you collaborate with other stakeholders. So it's not talking about grants, but on how you see opportunity to collaborate with venture capitals. How you see the potential to get partnership with GP, for example, like corporate. So how to blend the initiative to be impact investing per se, or how to understand about what is the blended finance scheme as well. So this is the way that AVPN or role as the ecosystem, providing the avenue, not only about the connections from diverse stakeholders, but also on how to providing the avenue for all the diverse stakeholders to learn and also to create the ideas or collaborations and to achieving your own organization, your own missions, and your own initiative to be more effective and efficient. So this is the way that we grow. So I think the slide, actually the first slide, but it's okay. So the growth of philanthropy and funding being used, and of course, because of we actually working on the different regional market, it means there's the opportunity for you to learn not only in Southeast Asia culture, but also from other regional culture as well. So this one, okay. So I think for this AVPN, we actually very strongly advocate the collaborative philanthropy. The thing that our role actually within AVPN, we try to break the silos. So if you at some point, probably if not because of SRG making this beautiful events, we don't know what's actually chameleon Father JP doing, right? So there is no so there is the opportunity to share. Like Father Gerald meeting with me. Now I understand what's happening in Philippines, at least. So how we actually providing the opportunity for all the stakeholders to understand on how to complementing the effort. It's not about only to supporting the ad hoc, but on how your role, you understand what is your capacity to help the ecosystem to do the social impact. I think this is the way the beauty of collaborations and the beauty of partnership and the beauty of finding the right partner to help your project to be more effective and efficient. Thank you so much.